Shopify or WordPress for an online store. I'm going to give you some information to help with that decision. There was very little when I was doing some research, so I'm making this video just to help you. The hero section. We have to talk about the hero section when it comes to web design. The hero section is one of the most important parts of your website, if not the most important, because that's probably where a person will land if they find your website in a search. They're going to land on this, and then what you want them to do is you want them to know that they found what they're looking for. So in this case, it's the Rose vibrator. So the Rose vibrator, best vibrator ever, money back guarantee on the Rose vibrator sex toy. After that, you need that person to take action. So in this case, I need the person to buy it, or I need them to learn more about it. So these are two buttons. The buttons are green for a reason. Green and red are contrasting colors. So the next thing you want to notice on most websites is that on the left-hand side is the logo or the name, and on the right-hand side is the navigation menu. And of course, I have the social media icons because I need these people to follow on social media. Now, just while we're here, let's go look at Shopify's page. You notice this is viewport height. Name over on the left. I don't know why they split this navigation menu. I don't understand that at all. This is a call to action. It's in green. This green stands in contrast to this gray, which is cool. And you have another call to action. Enter email address here, but most important, you see the call to action. One here, one down here. Let's read, see what it says. The platform commerce is built on. Millions of the world's most successful brands trust Shopify to sell, ship, and process payments here. And this right here is representing people, what people would do if they were on a website, so this is to let the person know that they have arrived at the right place. And on your website, you want people to know that they have arrived at the right place. Moving on, we're going to talk about building a website on WordPress with Elementor. Welcome to Elementor. In case you've never seen Elementor, Elementor is the best website builder in WordPress. I can show you just a little bit. I'm going to take this. This is only thing, you just drag a piece over from there, put it right there, just like that. This is inside of a column, and you can just adjust the column or whatever it is you do. I'm going to open this navigator. This is that text editor. This is this text editor right there. This is the video that is below it. One of the nice things is on this, I can actually upload a video inside of it. I can do a self-hosted video inside of, instead of just having to do a video from YouTube, which is advantageous. I'm gonna show you on my next page why that is advantageous. A button. If you want to pull in a button, you can pull in a button. You can understand why I'm saying this later. Let me go over to this other page called the Rose. Update. Boom. The Rose. Nope, I can't do it like that. Now, what I do not like about Elementor and WordPress, you have to do too many things to get around. Other than that, with WordPress, you can build any type of look that you want on a website that you want, any way that you want to build it. You just have to get used to it, etc., etc., etc. You can put anything anywhere you want. It's just a little complicated. That's just to introduce you to Elementor. We're moving on. We're going to talk about Shopify and web design next. One of the nice things about Shopify is that it's made for people who do not know anything about web design. That means very little customization. So basically what you do is you pick a theme, and you pick the theme and you can make adjustments to the theme. You just can't go and do what you want to do with a lot of website builders. I'm gonna go backwards a little bit. This is the theme that I picked. just because it has slides. I didn't want to go through all the themes and figure out what I could and couldn't do for this theme and what I couldn't do for that theme. That that's just can't do that. These are themes that are free, and they have themes down here that you can actually buy for $250. I don't know the differences between them, but for this tutorial, that's not all that important. So I want to go back to, this is the website that I built on it. I'm gonna look at it. I can go down. I'm not able to put any buttons in my hero section. The hero section here, it's too big. I need it to be viewport height. I would love to have it at viewport height, but there's a reason that I'm ended up building it up here. So let me go back over to this section here. Let me open this back. Desktop. Okay. So this is a slideshow. This is a blog post. These are blog posts that I built. This is a blog post section. It takes a little while to understand that section. This here is custom HTML. Now, they don't have buttons right here. So you know what I had to do? I had to actually build the button myself. I had to build the button in here out of HTML and CSS. So if you don't know HTML and CSS, you're not going to be able to build a button unless the button comes with the theme. Collection list, I haven't used that yet. I haven't gotten that far yet. So if you go down here to add section, these are the only things that you can actually add to the web. Slideshow, multiple link box, logo list, which is enough to have a website. Do not get it twisted, none whatsoever. Now, one of the other things that I'm going to show you that's very important. Could I add a video? It says show more. Yes, I can add a video. Okay. If I add a video and the video is restricted, it's going to show a blank page. It's going to show a blank page. That doesn't look appealing when a person looks at it. So right here, a person sees a face. They know it's a face, and all they got to do is just hit the button.
Like this down at the bottom, stick that right on there like that. And you can do your number two, but we ain't talking about that. Right down there like that, child. 2 seconds. That's all you need. 2 seconds of your time. This is right here, snatching souls. They say slow souls, bodies, whatever.
Okay. With that said, when it says Road to our best vibrator ever, every woman deserves the most satisfied vibrator ever made, I want to convince whomever to listen to the evidence, to the testimony of whoever else is in this video. I need them to do it as fast as possible. I don't need them to click here, go to YouTube, and log in. That's too slow. Okay. That's just some of the things I wanted to show you. Basically, Shopify is limited when it comes to web design. However, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. Let's talk about the price. Shopify is $29 a month, and anytime you sell something, they still charge you another fee. On top of that, you only get a 14-day free trial. Try Shopify 14 days for free. WordPress requires that you get hosting. It will seem like a little bit of a complicated process, but it's really not that complicated. What you do is you get with HostGator or Bluehost or others. And what they'll do, they'll install WordPress, and it only costs you $2.75 a month. You can host several websites, but let me give you the little caveat that goes with that. These are websites that will not have a lot of traffic. Like, let's just say they're not going to have over 5,000 a month, something like that. And depending on how many pictures and stuff you put up there, the website will be slow. In this comparison, if you just want a website, what I would tell you to do, I would tell you definitely go with Elementor. You can use a template, put your information inside the template and your pictures, you got a website and you connect your domain name, and there are plenty of videos out there for that. I won't be doing a video for that. Anyway, in the next section, I'm going to tell you why I switched from what I love on WordPress to Shopify. After building this right here, which took me a little while, it wasn't the building part, it was making decisions about the design and playing around, etc., etc. That's basically what took so long. After doing this, and this was the most important part, as you already know, I ran into a serious complication. Allow me to show it to you. Right here. This is part of Woocommerce. This is the part that's called the long description. It looks terrible. That cannot go at all. Let me tell you how this happened. Now, the unfortunate thing about WordPress is this. You have to put in a theme, and then you got to put in a starter template. That's too much. So I changed my global typography settings. And the reason you do that is because every time you make a blog post, or every time you add a page, or every time you add a product to your store, you don't want to have to keep making those changes. After I changed this is what happened. And I didn't want to start all over again and run into another problem. So when you run into problems with a website, it means you have to rebuild the whole entire website all over, especially if there's a problem like this, and go into it and you can't get it to look like you want. So I decided to go with Shopify. Even though Shopify has design limitations. Those are the only limitations I see with Shopify so far. Other than that, I think it's great. I cannot design a full page like layout like I want to, not if it's custom made, because it's not going to look right on mobile. You want it to look right on mobile because most of your website traffic is going to be on mobile. Anyway, thank you for watching this video and allow me to share that with you. If you got anything out of it, please leave a comment. Please subscribe. My name is Darrell from Black Women Love Sex, and have a great day.